Hey, who are you? Where's the village guard?
Never mind who I am. Where's the headman?
I'm Kamas, the smith. George and I were trapped in the mill for the longest time. When we realized the guards weren't coming, we tried to break out. I managed to escape, but it looks like George didn't. Damn it, they'll kill him.
Enough talk. Lead us to him.
George!
How are you? Are you all right?
My fight isn't over yet. Wait, I know Komos, but who are you?
I'm acting at the behest of the Nostrian crown. You were lucky I was passing by.
The prince sent you from Marcella then. Where are the guards? They promised to keep us safe.
They locked themselves behind the village gates. They have no intention of saving you.
Do you hear, Komos? The miller was right. We've been fed nothing but lies. There's no guards. Just bandits in marching outfits.
But he's got the paper with the magic crest and seal. He was sent by the Archmage, wasn't he?
Use your head, Komos. Did he actually let anyone read it? I haven't seen it. He just waved it in front of my nose. They're bandits, all right. And their papers are fake. They'll just bleed us for a little while, then disappear back to their hidey hole.
There's no way I'm allowing that. Time to get our spears.
Where's he running to? The gates are closed.
Oh, Komos doesn't need the gates to get inside. He knows every secret in the village. We'll open the gate and throw that riffraff out. And those we keep will be punished, as is our custom.
Imbeciles. A dozen armed guards are enough to butcher your entire village.
Well, I reckon we could count on your help. Don't tell me you're gonna leave the village high and dry now.
Stay here and keep out of harm's way. I'll have to deal with it myself.
Thanks for saving George. Now we should stop Komos before he makes a mess.
This Smith is a smart fellow. I hate situations like this.
Rabid wolves!
What you staring at, coward?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Watch
well,
your
there's
tongue,
been
you
bears lately.
snot!
Stay back from the gate. Rotten hell, murderer.
What are we waiting for, man? Why aren't we fighting them?
Aha! Did you see the heckles rise? They're just itching to cut down their own.
I couldn't stay at the mill any longer. I came running when I heard the racket. But it's over already. I had my doubts about you at first. I thought you must either be in cahoots with this lot, or you wouldn't soil your hands with it, and would simply let him go. But you didn't. Serves him right. The slimy slitherers.
I taught them a good lesson, my way. Where did they come from?
No way of knowing with this lot. They arrived shortly after the disaster at the Mage Factory. Told us that the Archmage sent them. Straight from the tower. To guard us from the undead and the like. Turns out they're nothing but deserters.
Your people must have put the survivors somewhere. I'd like to talk to them.
They were thrown in that yard there. Cross the street. Let them stay there until the Marcellans come fetch them. If you wish, go ahead and interrogate them while you can. Perhaps you'll find out something interesting.
You have this coming. I'm taking you to Prim in Marcella. Let him chop off your head with his own hands. You deserve it.
Not to Prim, I beg you. Not to Marcella. I'm not a criminal. I'm a victim of circumstance. You have no reason to put me to death.
Not a criminal?
We're from the Mage Factory. We were sent here to Rickville to get supplies, and then something happened back there, something terrifying. So we stayed. When the quarantine was announced, we decided we'd protect the village and the people here. Until things cleared up. That's no crime, is it? It might even call for a reward. For our quick thinking.
So you didn't witness the disaster at the Mage Factory?
Right. I was nowhere. I saw nothing. If I made one mistake, it's only that I tarried too long in Rickville with my unit.
You lot are lousy warriors. And liars, for that matter.
What do you mean?
I spoke with the workers from the Mage Factory. They told me about the mayhem that occurred. Also, I know the guards abandoned their posts and were among the first to fly to safety.
Very well. You win. Let me unburden my conscience. 2 aristocrats came to the Mage Factory that night, their faces hidden under masks. They had a guest pass from Palatinus, the mage from the lab who's in charge of poisons. Then there was an explosion that made the ground shake. We're guards, you know, not heroes. We ran so fast you'd think Ulogi was chasing us.
So you were the first to run away and witnessed nothing at all?
Of course I bolted. Do you have any idea what Palatinus is capable of? I do. One of my men once stepped in a colorful puddle near the laboratory. He and the man in the bunk next to him suffered a horrible death. 2 more lost their minds. And for what? For the good of Nostria and His Majesty? That night I heard cries from Palatinus' laboratory. An explosion and some shouts were enough for me. I ran and took my people with me. I ran as far as I could.
Do you have any proof of what you've said?
What do you think? Here it is, the guest letter, with his signature and his personal seal. Take it. Hang me or pardon me, your choice. I might be a coward, but our spears are of no use against poison.
What a slacker! Olagi's fool! I'll show you, bastard! Ah!
Well, well.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, that was so rude. I was cursing Fontaine. That's my apprentice. I sent him to the fair to get a toolbox, and he just took off.
Where to, you reckon?
He must be at the tavern by the tower. I caught him in the baths last time. I bet he's in there again. If you happen to see him, tell him that Kamos is really eager to have him back. Boy's worse than a troll.
I'm tired of living here. How much longer must we slave away for that, George?
At least he pays. Anyway, we can't return to Parnak.
But maybe things have settled down by now.
I very much doubt it. Listen to what people are saying. Monsters are crawling all the way to the road from Parnak by night. They skulk out of the Blighted Land and hunt down travelers.
That's why Rickville poisoned our village. To force us into slavery.
The Elder told you 100 times Rickville had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Look, we're listening to the Elder as goddess, dimwit.
Creator, save us. This is Hugo's medallion. What happened to him?
Hugo is locked in a cage outside a tavern near Marcella. He was caught stealing.
Who's guarding him? That big brute Garlon from the tavern?
Indeed. What about it?
He used to take bribes back when he was a guard. Everyone knows it. No reason it shouldn't work now. I implore you, take it. It's all I have. Please, give this purse to Hugo before it's too late.
I'm tired of living here. How much longer must—
Anyone can tread on a peasant's toes. Bare toes, for I haven't any shoes.
Rickville's ways are certainly curious. A brother and sister quarreling for 7 years.
As if every family in Floster lives in harmony.
They go at it like beasts, like they want to kill each other.
Ha! Beasts, exactly. They both studied with the druids and then make some money from what he learned.
Bravo to that. I approve of his business acumen.
We all do, except for Aro, who has a soft spot for animals.
Why waste your time worrying about animals? Without the creator's spark, they're nothing but dumb creatures.
Ah, who can understand these druids? You Floster folks aren't.
What are the dwarves doing here?
Well, we buy grain here and take it to Riggern. But I don't understand why the Royal Guards had a brush with the locals right now.
It's a long story, and I figured it out. Are you from Ongeborg?
Of course. If you want strong fists and iron beards, talk to Tarif. We dwarves are good fighters, yes.
Go away. While you still have legs to go with. I remember the kind of help you provided back in the Albion Highlands. We barely escaped with our lives.
How do you like that wonderful fresh bread from our garret?
Too.
I sure did. So sour you can hardly force it down.
That's because he tossed all sorts of magic powers into it.
Magic powders? What do you mean?
I know what I'm talking about. He found them in the cemetery, alongside some old book. Anyone can tread on a peasant's magic. Fair. For I haven't any shoes. Stop boasting about it. That's probably why his bread is so sour now.
Is that it? Maybe to collect his leaven he just got spoiled.
No, I'm telling you. He puts rat blood and frog tongues into the bread. The other...
Oh, I'll tell you more. Askald used to talk a lot about this crypt he stumbled upon. Told me it's full of gold left behind by the serpent worshippers. How did he find it? He was out traipsing through the woods. And you believe that? I'm not sure. But he certainly was acting odd right before he disappeared. He must have known something. He wasn't kidnapped. He left. Do you think he'll come back? Who knows? Maybe he'll come back, or maybe he's in the land of the elves now, living a happy new life.
Do you think I'm your enemy? Your pet wolf stole my totem.
It is for the good of nature.
You've been alone in the woods for so long, it's driven you mad! Sorry, the animals are not for sale right now.
That's too bad. I'd like to buy a few hounds.
I can't do anything about it. The animals no longer obey me. I lost my druidic totem, the tool I used to tame them. Or to be more precise, it was stolen.
Who stole your totem?
A wolf came out of the woods and snatched it. My sister sent it.
Are you and your sister rivals?
No. Arogaster and I are not rivals. We had a falling out 7 years ago, when she became a hermit. She lives near the Thousand-Year Oak, and follows the way of the elven druids. She's against me handling animals. All she does is watch over them and heal them when needed. But I can't live her way. I don't want to either. I've gone to the Oak and tried to reason with her so many times. But I cannot get her to listen. My heart is sinking. After all, she is family.
How do you like that wonderful fresh bread from our Garrick?
So you had some...
Do you know this medallion?
Of course I do. Belongs to my son Hugo.
I bring bad tidings. Hugo's been put in a cage in a tavern near Marcella. He was caught stealing.
That insolent brat. That mama's boy. What a disgrace. I spent so much time on him. So much effort. And he just... Well, it's nothing to do with me. Tell them he's not my son. And I won't do nothing to help him. The son of Rickville's headman cannot be a thief. Go to the people who caught him and tell them this. The law says misdeeds must be punished. So punished he will be.
Anyone can tread on a peasant's toes. Bare toes, for I haven't any shoes.
Got attacked by a couple of bandits the other day. Imagine that.
Then what happened?
Nothing. Heavens be praised. They looked in my direction. That... Got attacked by a couple of bandits the other day. Imagine that.
Then what happened?
That is a swift-running wolf. I'll never catch it on foot.
Did you see that? It nearly killed me. What if I hadn't gotten the shield up in time? Look at that. It's shut down. I'd been hoping it would drive away the hacker, but...
I need to enter the Mage's Tower. Please lift the shield.
Sorry, no can do. I set up that shield for a reason. To contain the enraged golems and the hacker. I was updating the control logoi when a hacking attempt was initiated. I was barely able to materialize the log scroll. See these red lines of code? That's where the hacker intervened. He tried to copy my work and seize control.
A mercenary has his job cut out for him in this kingdom. I don't understand how someone else can grab control of a golem.
Same here. Whoever did this was really intelligent. If one of the golems hadn't rushed at me, I'd have caught the sneak. He's hiding somewhere. I'll send a search rune. Maybe you'll manage to capture him. You need to get to the tower anyway, don't you? You could just fight your way past the golems, but I'm sure the search would be quicker. He escaped! I didn't even have the time to set up a magic barrier. The hacker was already gone.
Yes, you better be careful. Your job's at risk.
Yes, but I'm trying to figure out where he went. Most likely he jumped into another dimension. But why didn't he come back then? What happened to him there? What if he perished?
Dear Aurelie. But he was a criminal.
Bludgeon? The bandit leader? What's going on? I must let Kaythorn know immediately.
It'd be worth telling one of the commanding mages about the giant.
Yes, probably. Maybe Kaythorn will spare me a minute.
Well then, Rosens. Let's see you demonstrate these much-bruited senses of yours.
I see a fox.
No one can get an audience with Kaythorn.
There is magic afoot at Fort Cadence.
But how to verify this? Should we travel all the way there, or what?
Knock it off. I can...
Well then, Rosens. Well, Rosens, you lost the bet. You may commence taking notes for me. There's a certain formula for replacing lost limbs that requires a staggering amount of research.
Listen, Syl, my magical senses have served me well many times. Give me another chance.
You give me something serious, then you'll win. Something that I can see plain proof of.
Okay. You're going to receive a score of average in alchemy, Silveros.
What?
I just sensed our favorite graybeard in the laboratory. He was marking your grade on the sheet with a ridiculously long quill.
Average for me? That's a lie. And a laughable one at that. Your special sense is good for nothing.
I felt it, Silveros. It is right. You will soon see I am a real mage. And a seer. Damn Ulagi possessed me just now. I sensed nothing at all about our alchemy teacher. How am I going to get out of this? Silveros and I are friends, sure, but to slave away in the library in his place? I won't get a wink of sleep this year. I see you standing there, listening. Are you interested in magic?
Well, surprise me, mage.
Listen then. I have an artifact, a magical quill which can reproduce any handwriting. You use the nib to write and the feather to erase.
Intriguing. Can you show me?
Try it yourself. Take this quill, go to the laboratory and write average next to the name Silveros on Sequester's grade sheet. It is crucial that you picture yourself writing in Sequester's hand. You have my word, it will be exactly the same. Even the mentors won't spot it.
You mages are peculiar. Go write it yourself.
Sequester will suspect me right away, but he wouldn't think of you. The quill is hidden in the yard, under the bench.
I've had such a good week. I've sold 6 magic tomes, 26 workbooks, and 4 spellbooks. Not bad at all. Wish I could say the same. How's it going for you? Not so good. No one wants to buy expensive wines these days, and I can't make a living selling cheap booze to disciples. I'm sorry to hear that, friend. But I've got some good news for you. What is it? The rector's birthday is coming up. Plenty of folks will want to gift the esteemed scientist a bottle from your cellars. Oh, that's splendid. I hope they buy my entire stock.
Sequester's up to something again.
Today's a very important day for us, my lovely.
A mistake.
But why?
A mistake with Cedric. Mistakes are unacceptable, unprofessional. We lured the mage out with a guide, but we never caught him.
Today's a very important day for us, my lovely.
But why?
Because
A
today
mistake.
I finally screwed up
A
my
mistake with Cedric. Here you are. Do not be frightened. Come closer. The Master has ordered that you not be touched, as long as you remain useful.
Watch your tongue, Chief.
Your hands are soaked in blood. We can sense it.
I wouldn't be much of a mercenary if they weren't. Let's get to the point.
Naturally. We need to borrow something from the spellcaster's sorceress books. But we cannot enter the mage's tower. The mages are careful to prevent the adepts from entering. We might alter our appearance through magic, but the gates are all protected by the spell of disillusion. We coaxed an ignorant fool from the tower into bringing us notes on this spell, but a group of bandits stabbed him to death before we could procure them. Find the body at the fair. Learn the spell of disillusion's weaknesses. Sneak into the tower and disrupt the spell. Bring us proof of your success, and we will aid you against DuPont.
How do I figure out how the spell works?
The mage had the notes on his person when he was killed. Read them. Find the weakness.
Today's a very important day for us, my lovely.
But why?
I've had such a good week. I've sold 6 magic tomes, 26 workbooks, and 4...
Where should we look for this Palatinus?
Please, Albert, do not utter that name.
So what do you need?
I'm seeking a mage named Palatinus. You two paid him a visit the night before the disaster, did you not?
Oh no. Ursula!
Calm your britches, Albert. I will tell them everything. Palatinus is a famous alchemist. A genius, in fact. We ordered a rejuvenating potion from him for Albert's mother, and paid a good price for it. But when we came to collect the potion, Palatinus had fled, leaving us empty-handed. That was about the same time the panic started. The hubbub, the shouting. We only escaped by the seams of our stockings.
Are you looking for him? Why are you so certain he's still here?
He was seen in the vicinity of the tower several times. It is rumored he's completely lost his mind, overwhelmed by illusions and arcane fixations. I must admit, we've given up any hope of getting our money back. Palatinus is both insane and dangerous. It would be better if someone else found the wizard and took care of him without our help. Someone who would be a match for him.
What does that mean, dear heart?
It means we are going home, my little turtle cake.
Guess what I
right
saw in the
now.
refectory after supper yesterday?
Roast beef? It seems we're about to find Palatinus. What about our money?
Oh, stop with your leg pulling.
It really was a polar
Trust
bear,
me.
honest.
Has
It
my
was the
advice
size of a
ever
cat,
turned you
though,
astray?
and then it slowly vanished into thin air.
You mean to say that one of us conjured this mini bear?
Yes, and violated 3 very strict rules.
Oh, if the Joker is caught, expulsion is a real possibility.
Or extra credit for the basic materialization course. Guess what I saw in the refectory after supper yesterday?
Roast beef?
A polar bear! A live
What does that mean, dear
Oh,
heart?
stop with your leg pulling.
It means...
I implore you, no, I demand of you, that darned spirit. Castle Arden is my ancestral home. It's not in the best condition right now, but I can't allow a rogue elemental to tear it down.
My dearest Lady Gisela, please be patient. I already sent several disciples to resolve this issue.
If I started selling my patients at 5 coppers a cup... King. Wait, I know you. I recognize you from the Universal Assembly. Anyone would remember your face.
Whom do I have the honor of addressing?
I am Baroness Gazella Wilmore Durden. What luck running into you.
Why's that?
I wanted to visit my ancestral home, Castle Arden, relive childhood memories, maybe even repair the structure. But an enraged rogue spirit has taken root there. And while these mages are refusing to help me, the creature is wrecking my family's castle.
My lady, your words wound me. My disciples are doing their utmost to help you, even as we speak.
But Archmage Cathorn claims you'd need an army to capture this, as he calls it, air elemental. According to the Archmage, the elemental escaped from the Mage Factory. Since he also claims the Mage Factory is suffering the plague, I and everyone else in Nostria would appreciate it if you assisted these students of the much-esteemed Sequester in capturing that darned spirit.
From the Mage Factory. I need to catch that spirit.
Have you picked up a plague mask from Remedius yet?
I haven't. Why would I need one?
Haven't you heard? We're all about to be sent to the quarantine outpost to fight the pestilence.
My dream job, provided I don't cack it myself out there.
How do you like that wonderful fresh bread from our Garrick?
Aha. So you had some too.
I sure
I totem! Without it, the animals turn feral and run away into the wilds. I need its magic in order to handle them.
Here you are, Trapper. I killed your sister's wolf, you understand? It was the only way.
Yeah, I never liked that beast anyway. Of course, Arrow will be even more angry with me than before. Oh well, business is business. After all, she's the one who ordered the animal to steal my totem.
Oh, I'll tell you more. Askold used to talk a lot about this crypt he stumbled upon.
If your horse is sick, I'm afraid I cannot help you right now. My powers have grown too weak.
Are you a healer?
I follow the path of the elven druids. I care for the living creatures of the forest. But the source of my power, the thousand-year oak, is suffering. An unknown disease eats away at it from within.
Perhaps it's old age. 1,000 years is a long time, even for an oak tree.
No, it's something else entirely. Some filth. My strength has abandoned me. I cannot commune with nature anymore. Dark, empty thoughts are haunting me, and I feel like a stranger here in my own woods. The oak is healed. You are clearly no stranger to the harmony of nature. The Druidic teachings are all about mending the broken.
I'm usually the one doing the breaking.
This oak means a lot to me. I can't wait to begin meditating again. I am deeply in your debt, Wanderer. What exactly happened to the 1,000-year oak? From the soil, its roots strive for the world's light, which grants life and strength to all that exists, below and above. It cannot be afflicted by anything so base as disease. It just can't.
I'm tired of living here.
Mama never lets me down. She always takes care of her only boy. I'll figure this out myself. Just move along already.
You said you'd give me something nice. Where is it?
Oh yeah, I did promise you something. Here, this letter was in the Magistrate's archives. I nicked it while I was on duty. Says something about an ancient treasure. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Then why didn't you go after the treasure yourself? You seem to really love free stuff.
'Cause it's more trouble than it's worth. There's no way I'm hiking all the way out there. Go ahead, take it yourself. Now get out of here. I don't like people looking over my shoulder.
subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty...
Tweet. Your writer is dead.
Oh no. What happened to him?
All I found were his remains. There were some creatures about. I have no words to describe them.
What an irreparable loss. What do I do now? Who will write His Excellency Montier's upcoming speech? This is terrible news, just terrible. Just leave me be, please. I need both time and silence to think.
You promised a reward.
Oh, did I? Indeed, I did. Here, your reward.
This is the capital of Nostria, you know. Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty, King...
Welcome to Marcella.
I told you. I told you my godmother wasn't lying about the undead.
Calm down, Deli. Nobody's chasing.
Are you satisfied now?
Hey, you! Have you eaten the bread? Turn out your...
This card isn't going anywhere. Shame.
I can feel again. I have a body. My body. I'm back. I'm fully materialized. My head is spinning. I can't believe it. I'm alive.
I never thought the undead could return like that.
Not all. Just some. I've had centuries to prepare, after all. Oh, this will take getting used to. The body is so heavy. I'm eternally grateful to you. Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
Hey, you! Have you eaten the bread?
Are you satisfied now?